Watching it.
24.
Connecting you to the community.
Hello, welcome to LYNXX 24. I'm April Frelke, your host on the 24, here with my co-host, Matt Ellipsis. Well, this week on LYNXX 24, Rebecca Giroux from F&M Bank joins us for the January edition of Money Matters. And continuing in our What's Coming Up in our 2018 series, Tomah City Administrator Roger Gorias will be giving an update on what's on the horizon for the city in the coming year. And you just got back from California, Matt Ellipsis.
Correct.
How was California? What happened?
It was fantastic. I visited one of the churches in my district, and so Greater Mission in San Miguel. So it was extraordinary. We had a great service, as well as I got a chance to meet and interview a lot of good people.
Yes, because you're kind of doing a podcast, right?
Correct. It's the Matt Ellipsis show. Self-named or whatever. And I do music, and so I got a chance to sit with him. We did like 3 hours interview, and it was really.
So our viewers can kind of check you out on your podcast on Facebook.
Correct. Better tell them go to m3dots.com. Should I tell them? You tell them. m3dots.com.
Oh, you just told them. Well, all right. Well, this week's Connect 24 is brought to you by Rudy Jensen in New Lisbon. At their January 15th meeting, the New Lisbon City Council appointed Peggy Weiss to fill the remainder of Mark Tully's term as alderperson of Ward 3. Peggy's appointment will run through April when the Ward 3 position is up for re-election. Weiss has filled in papers to run as alderperson of Ward 3 and will be on the ballot, running unopposed. And as we reported last week, this spring will bring with it a contested mayoral election in New Lisbon with 3 candidates on the primary ballot. Incumbent Lloyd Chase will be running against challengers Jacob Calise and Mike Neitzel. The primary will take place on February 20th, and voters will choose between 2 of the 3 candidates in the April 3rd spring election. And we'd like to mention that our LYNXX 24 plans to hold a debate between the mayoral candidates following the spring primary. So stay tuned for details on that.
Good stuff. Work is well underway on the new Tomah Hospital campus, located at the south side of the city. Parallel to I-90, the $66 million facility will be a 3-story, 140,000 square foot building, which will feature a hospital and medical office building. Crews broke ground in the fall of 2017, and the work is expected to be complete in the fall of 2019. Upon occupancy of the new facility, the hospital campus will be known as Tomah Health. The new site will also feature a new Gunderson Health System medical office building, which will replace the Tomah Clinic on Superior Avenue. And there is also talk of a new county-owned nursing home being constructed next to the hospital campus. A committee from Rolling Hills in Sparta is currently considering a proposal from Tomah to transfer 10 acres of land to Monroe County to construct a nursing facility next to the new hospital and clinic. A Sparta location for a new nursing care facility had already been approved, but a dispute has arisen over the city's provision of water and sewer. Tomah City staff has communicated that a Tomah site will give residents the advantage of a proximity to a hospital and clinic. Rolling Hills Administrator Linda Anderson told LYNXX 24 that a resolution to proceed with a marketing and operational study for a Tomah site will come before the Rolling Hills Committee on January 22nd. If passed by Rolling Hills, the issue will go before the Finance Committee and then the County Board for consideration.
And you can follow the construction. The hospital website has a link to an on-site camera, so our viewers can kind of watch what's going on.
That'd be nice.
That is. Well, Wisconsin's free fishing weekend is coming up January 20th and 21st. The free weekend is open to residents and visitors alike and is designed to encourage open water anglers to try out the hard water winter version of their sport. All inland waters, Wisconsin's side of the Great Lakes and Mississippi River, and other boundary waters are included in the free fishing territory with the exception of spring trout ponds. No license is required to fish on free fishing weekend, but all other fishing rules, regulations, and seasonal restrictions apply. Many counties across the state are holding events in conjunction with free fishing weekend, including Juneau County. The Dead Sea Ice Fishing Fundraiser will be taking place from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. on January 20th at Castle Rock Lake. Registration will take place at Shipwreck Bay, and the entry fee is $5 per person. Prizes will be awarded in different categories, and all proceeds benefit the Outdoors Forever Conservation Club. For information on Free Fishing Weekend, a list of local locations statewide where fishing activities will be taking place, and even a DNR tackle loaner site where you can borrow ice fishing gear, visit dnr.wi.gov.
Earlier this month, the students in Rachel Morey's food tech class at New Lisbon High School had the opportunity to put their food knowledge and cooking skills to the test as part of an end-of-semester group project. The students, ranging from 9th through 12th grade, planned, prepared, and served 2 3-course meals at an appreciation luncheon on January 10th and 11th. Each class member received 2 tickets to invite those who have supported them and encouraged them, and between the 2 meals, they fed close to 50 people. Their menu consisted of raspberry lemonade and garden wraps, balsamic chicken with over cauliflower rice with sides of baked potatoes and green beans, and a raspberry pie and apple pie roll-up for dessert. The luncheons were the culmination of the food tech class, which Morey said consisted of a 4-week unit on nutrition and menu planning, plus 2 weeks of studying recipe testing and planning. She said all the recipes chosen for the appreciation luncheon had to meet certain health requirements, and students were in charge of different parts of the luncheon, from plating to food prep and more. Morey said, quote, "The students take pride in making decisions about their meal. They select the name, decor, the menu, the guests, and my favorite part is the beautiful notes of appreciation they write their guests that were invited."
What a great project.
Yeah, I think that's pretty nice.
And speaking of yummy pie and food, this is a great story. Well, Winding Rivers United Methodist Church in New Lisbon has a new goal for 2018 to meet 1,000 new people by delivering 1,000 pieces of pie. Pastor Deb Burkhalter said that this year the church will spread God's love in the community through their new ministry called It's Tuesday, There Must Be Pie. With a goal of loving God, loving people, and serving the community, the Tuesday Pie idea was devised as an outreach to the community. Plus, Burkhalter said it allows church members who love to bake the opportunity to serve others. Pastor Burkhalter and different church members will be distributing 20 pieces of pie each week to New Lisbon area homes and businesses with a goal of reaching the 1,000 piece mark by the end of the year. She said, quote, "We wanted to find a way to reach out to the community in a special way." So if you have ideas for where Winding Rivers can deliver a pie over the next year, contact Pastor Burkhalter at the church or through the Winding Rivers page on Facebook.
That's nice.
That's a beautiful project.
Nice.
That's a fun one.
I challenge the Winding Rivers United Methodist Church in New Lisbon, make a tasty sweet potato pie.
Oh, you must know a good sweet potato pie recipe.
We'll see. All
right.
And finally, here's what's been happening in New Lisbon sports. The boys varsity basketball team defeated Wanawak Center on January 12th with a score of 59-53. Leading the Rockets in scoring was Cody Haskey and Jared Dvorak with 18 points, while Holden Ridemark added 12. Haskey also had 16 rebounds and 4 assists, while James Steele contributed 6 rebounds, and Dakota Coca had 3 steals. 4 of our LYNXX Live viewers, the guys are taking on Nisita in an away game tonight, January 18th. Good luck, Rockets. Turning to wrestling, the team saw some great improvements in their January 13th meet at Weston. The guys finished 5th overall out of 17 teams. Jake Rogers gave the Rockets a first-place win in his weight class. Caleb Bumgart took 3rd in his weight class, and Isaac Labuda placed 4th, while Colin Benson added a 6th-place finish. And finally, in girls basketball, the Lady Rockets took on Nisita in an away game January 16th, but despite a good effort, fell short to the Cardinals with a final score of 40-65. Maya Delgado led the scoring with 14 points, while Callie Beaver added 12 points and 10 rebounds. Looking ahead, the girls will take on Bangor on Friday, January 19th at 7:30 p.m. at New Lisbon High School. So head out Friday night and support the home team.
Well, this week's Connect 24 has been brought to you by Rudy Jensen in New Lisbon. When we come back, I'll be joined by Rebecca Giroux from F&M Bank for the January edition of Money Matters. But first, here's a look at your 5-day forecast.
Hi, this is Dave True from Rudig Jensen, and today I'm here to talk to you about the Business Link. This is one of our demo trucks that we have upfitted. The new 5500 Ram has a 9'2" stainless steel DTX Boss snowplow. Also has a Boss 9000 auger salt spreader. The truck is completely ready to go for all your snow removal needs. It also can be used in the summertime as a regular dump truck with removable sides, so it makes loading, unloading the back of the truck very easy.
The people of F&M Bank have been serving Tomah and the surrounding community for over 100 years. With 3 locations and a full suite of mobile services, we make doing business with us convenient and easy. Free bill pay, mobile app, remote deposit capture, even free person-to-person payments. We also have loan and savings options, along with a complete lineup of business banking and cash management options. F&M Bank, banking solutions from people you trust.
I'm here to demonstrate link speed, and with me I have physics teacher Doc Frelke to check my math. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second, and the circumference of the Earth is 24,901 miles. So if you divide this into that, you get 7.46. That means that if you were to send an email, it'd travel around the world more than 7 times in less than 1 second.
That is correct.
And that's fast.
Most people know Organic Valley as a cooperative of family farmers that make delicious milk. But what we're really good at is making coffee. The secret to a great cup of coffee is our pasture-raised cows. People have been using our organic half and half to make the best cup of coffee for over 20 years. When the cows are happy, you can taste it. It's the world's best coffee. Just add coffee. You'll find it in the dairy aisle.
Hi, I'm Josh Tully from The Josh Tully Show. You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome back to LYNXX 24 and welcome to the January edition of Money Matters, sponsored by F&M Bank. This month, Marketing Director Rebecca Giroux joins us with tips to start off your 2018 off on the right foot as far as your financial security is concerned. Welcome, Rebecca.
Hey. Hello, Happy New Year.
Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Yeah, you
That's
too.
Right. Financial tips for 2018.
Right. So a large percentage of the population has some kind of resolution geared around their finances, whether it's to save more, to pay debt, to manage money better, just all different kinds of resolutions out there when it comes to your finances. So we have some 4 tips where it doesn't have to be daunting. It can just be kind of little things that you can do to, have a good financial start in 2018.
Yeah, little financial checkup, wellness.
Yeah. Definitely. So the first thing, we're so connected. We have so many passwords on these little devices and on our tablets and on our computers. It's always a good idea to maybe check in on your password and maybe change it, things like that, especially your bank accounts, credit cards, energy accounts, cable accounts, all of those kinds of things, and make sure it's a secure password.
And then maybe locate your passwords in one spot.
Yeah.
Like a little notebook or something, have them all in the one location.
You're right, and then make sure that that's somewhere that no one can see, or maybe you have a folder on your computer that's, kind of password protected, as long as you don't forget that password. But, you want to make it secure, so we always recommend having uppercase, lowercase, new numbers, special characters, things like that. Stay away from numbered, ordered, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or well-known names, like your nickname or a pet's name. Those are kind of things that people could guess. So you can always, my favorite tip is to kind of sub out a special character or a number for a letter. So the letter I could be a 1 or a exclamation point. So making sure your passwords are secure.
Okay, good tip. Next tip.
The next one is just kind of check in on your bank accounts, and your credit cards. Make sure that you're getting your statements. Make sure that your companies that you work with, your banks, your credit card companies, have your correct information, your correct cell phone number, your email, your address. Make sure that's all correct on file with them. It's not a bad idea to go through your statements as well, too. Sometimes it's easy to kind of get them in the mail or get them in e-statements and forget to check them, but just make sure you're checking in on that. Make sure that you're in the right accounts that you want to be in, that you don't have any maybe inactive accounts out there. And if you do, check in on that and see maybe you could consolidate. Maybe you could start using it differently and make sure you're in the right products.
Great. And our last two tips in the
All
last
right, so
minute.
these are probably the biggest one. It is, the saving. People want to start saving more money. So we kind of recommend setting up a separate savings account, one that you're not going to be tempted to touch, and maybe set up a direct deposit into that for a small amount, or maybe an automatic transfer from another account into it where, you don't see that money, so you don't miss that money. And then small amounts over time can add up to a really good nest egg or vacation fund,
something you're planning for. Sure.
Exactly. And the last thing, if you have a debt paying strategy, a lot of people want to pay down debt, whether it's a mortgage, student loans, credit cards, things like that. Kind of work the math backwards, figure out what you want to pay down, how much you want to pay down, and then work your math backwards to figure out how much each month you want to pay. And try to be disciplined. Maybe keep a spreadsheet, maybe keep, midpoint check-ins so you can say, hey, I'm really making progress on paying this off.
Those are great tips. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, don't forget that you can find this and past editions of Money Matters on our LYNXX 24 Facebook page. We need to take a short break. When we come back, Matt will be joined by the Toma City Administrator for a look at what's coming up in 2018. Don't go anywhere.
My dad says our internet's faster than your internet.
No way, you got LYNXX.
How fast is LYNXX?
I'll show you.
Whoa.
Pretty cool, huh? You might want to hold on. This is LYNXX speed.
That's fast.
Because the health and well-being of your family are precious, you can trust Robbie's Pharmacy to make your privacy our priority. At Robbie's Pharmacy, your prescription consultations are both personal and discreet. Explain your medications and answer questions you may have. Robbie's Pharmacy has a solid commitment to you and our local New Lisbon community. Robbie's Pharmacy, the personal service you want with the professional staff you deserve.
Hi, I'm Tim Benson at Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon, and I'm excited to talk to you today about the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. If you're looking for the ultimate family vehicle, the Chrysler Pacifica is the vehicle for you. This vehicle is awesome for the family that's on the move, that involve the sports with the kids or traveling. It's capable of hauling a trailer or camper down the road. If you're looking for a new vehicle for your summer adventures, see me, Tim Benson, at Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon.
You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Welcome back to LYNXX 24. We started January with a look at what's coming up in our nation and world in 2018, and now we're narrowing our focus to the communities in our viewing area. Last week we were joined by New Lisbon Mayor Lloyd Chase, and this week, Toma City Administrator Roger Gorius. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, you did.
He's here to fill us in on what's on the horizon for the city of Toma in the coming year. Welcome, Roger. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So would it be okay if, just to start it off, could you tell what is a city administrator? What do you do?
A city administrator is the chief official of the city. I'm hired by the city council. I run 10 departments throughout the city. I organize the budget, formulate it, oversee it through the year, and then work with my department heads to facilitate the running of the city. Water, sewer, streets.
This is important stuff. You know, with the stuff that's going on the south side of Toma, do you have any, what's your thoughts on that, you know, the new construction and all that other stuff?
It's amazing.
For real?
Yeah, it's great for the city. About 3 years ago, Toma Memorial Hospital came to us and said that they were looking at building a new campus facility. So in order to do that, they wanted to annex in some land, which they did. And once they had that land and they had kind of a configuration of where they wanted to be, we started working. And by me, I mean Kirk Garrity, my public works director, myself. Excuse me. We started looking at what we had to have out to them. So we started moving wetland mitigation for land. We started getting easement rights, and then we moved the sewer and the water out to them so that we would be there well ahead of before they began construction this year. So we're on site with them. We've oversized the sewer and the water. We look that there might be some expansion out there in the future. Recently, we were just given a petition for annexation to the council by Mr. Stuart Ginsburg.
Really?
Which is, it's incorporating the land that's between Interstate 90 and Gopher Avenue, about 56 acres. So it'd be directly across from where the hospital complex is now. Wow. And on his annexation, he's indicated that he wants to build a hotel, convention center. We've had some like-minded interest of people with restaurateurs and other people.
Really?
So the expansion down there is going to be incredible, and it's going to be fast.
So, I mean, when you say fast, what do you mean?
I mean, over the next 2 years, I think you'll see a total transformation of that area.
Really?
You know, we've already got plans to take Gopher Avenue down to the base. We'll let them build the hospital and basically destroy the road with the heavy trucks and the lifting, and then we'll go back and redo it and make a state-of-the-art road for them.
Not bad, not bad. I mean, so, like, with all of this that's come in terms of, you know, the vision, how does the kind of like the city council feel? How do you guys feel about all this stuff?
Well, I work really close with the city council.
Okay.
My job is to keep them informed of what's going on, provide them with the information so that they can make the decisions. Ultimately, the city council has control of the budget. They make the financial decisions and where we would go. What they look for me is to give them basically the expertise and the idea of what would be a good, sound investment for the city and what is our best direction to move forward.
So, like, when you've talked to them about this stuff, what would you say? How did you kind of talk about what is Toma going to be doing in the next couple of years? You know, with all of the, you know, the investment and all that type of stuff, where do you see it being in the next 5 years or so?
Oh, I see it growing exponentially. You have to be a bit of a visionary, and you have to have a bit of a leap of faith on some of this. You have to know that things will expand. They just won't expand as quickly as you want sometimes. For example, when we opened the downtown TID, the tax increment district, we knew that we were going to probably spur some investment and some growth. We wanted to be able to take that area and revitalize it. Well, those types of TIDs don't generate money very quickly, so we wanted to look to see where we could find a donor TID or another industrial TID. So we've opened 9 to work out by the industrial park and allow some of those older facilities out there to do a little bit of renovation and have assistance from the tax increment. And then we would be looking to expand down with possibly another TID in the hospital area to have that be a donor back up into the middle of the city.
I see what you're saying. Can we switch? Talk a little bit about the downtown area, and because we were talking a little bit before, and it's like fascinating what you were talking about.
Well, it is. Obviously, everybody knows that the old teepee's been taken down, and that Third Gen LLC is going to be constructing a state-of-the-art facility. We've seen the design plans. They're amazing.
Really?
Nothing short of amazing. It's 3-story, cornerstone restaurant, retail space, banquet room, apartments on top. It's a very nice facility. The way they put it together, it's got a very historic, old look, so it'll be very complimentary to, say, the library, which is right on the opposite corner across from them. And then we hope to take that flow, that look down through the downtown and kind of regenerate.
Wow, not bad. We're getting ready to kind of wrap it up. I'm grateful, actually, that you came to sit with us. I mean, I guess, how do they get in touch with your office? Might as well.
Oh, I can be contacted via my email, which is cityadmin@tomaonline.com. You can dial my direct line, which is 37.
Write it down here. Go ahead.
374-7422. And I have an open door policy, so just stop in at City Hall and tell the girls at the front desk that you'd like to talk to the city administrator, and I'd be glad to see you.
Well, I tell you, sir, I'm so glad to meet you, and thank you for everything you're doing.
Well, thank you for your time.
We need to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be filling you in on what's coming up in the community. Don't go anywhere.
It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going
You know, my dad says our internet's faster than your internet.
No way, you got LYNXX.
How fast is LYNXX?
I'll show you.
Whoa.
Pretty cool, huh? You might want to hold on. This is LYNXX speed.
That's fast.
You have old films that you'd like to watch? Image Media in Toma can transfer your films onto DVD. All transfers are done in-house, so your mind can rest at ease that your memories are safe with us. Image Media, Toma.
This is Second Lieutenant Ben Murphy. You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome back to LYNXX 24. Here's a look at what's coming up in your community. We'll purchase your button today at the Toma Chamber office or City Hall for the 8th annual Toma Freeze Fest. Buttons are $1 each and give access to many Freeze Fest events taking place the weekend of February 3rd. The weekend will feature a medallion hunt, snowshoeing and cross-country skiing, fitness classes at Alley Cat Yoga, a skate exhibit, an open ice skate, kids zone with inflatables, family fun night, food drive, and a roller rink fun. Freeze Fest was started to help folks get out of the house and beat the winter blues while raising funds for the Toma Rotary Scholarships and Rotary Lights. For more information, visit the Toma Parks and Recreation page on Facebook.
This month's New Lisbon Community Supper will take place on January 13th at the New Lisbon Community Center. Serving starts at 4:30 p.m. and ends at 6 p.m., while bingo starts at 5:30 p.m. Anyone is welcome to attend. The sponsors for January are Winding Rivers Church, and the volunteers are the New Lisbon High School Choir.
And I think, Matt, that was January 30th.
January 30th?
Yes, so that's January 30th.
I think you're right, yeah,
so
January
that's okay.
30th.
Well, and finally, support the Chasing Daylight Animal Shelter from 5 until 8 p.m. on January 27th at the Toma American Legion for a craft beer tasting and chili cook-off. The cost is $10 per person, which includes samplings of up to 10 chilies and 10 local craft beers. You must be 21 and up to attend the first 300 people will receive a tasting glass. Live music will follow the tasting from 8 until 10 p.m. That sounds like really a lot of fun.
Yes, yes.
Really.
And finally, a 2-day Safe Riders Snowmobile Safety Class will be taking place from 6 until 9 p.m. on February 2nd and 9 until 1 p.m. on February 3rd. The cost is $10 per person. Contact Rick Radcliffe using the information on your screen to reserve your spot today.
The Toma Freeze Fest sounds like there is a lot of things to do, like in and out of buildings. Have you gone to it? Did you go to it last year?
No, I didn't go last year. I was busy. I feel bad. I'm going to try to make it this year.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in our areas.
Yeah.
So,
you know.
Are you going to do fishing at all on free fishing, Matt? Do you fish?
Absolutely not, no.
You don't fish?
I'm a musician.
Okay.
You
might be out there on the ice doing a podcast.
Right. You know, I'll talk to a fisherman.
Maybe you should go do that.
I'll talk to a fisherman.
Go do that.
I'll talk to a fisherman.
Well, thank you to F&M Bank for sponsoring Money Matters, and to Rebecca Giroux and Roger Gorius for being part of our show this week. Next week, we'll be getting you ready for the big game, complete with some Organic Valley food ideas in our January edition of The Organic Foodie. Thank you to our sponsors and all of you at home for tuning in to LYNXX 24. Matt, where we are connecting you to the community.